Poker is awesome. It's great.
Poker is absurd.
You know, where else in any other sport that you love, you know, can you play in the biggest, you know, event in the world?
Joe Blow can turn $10 into $1 million.
Poker's a fun game that requires a certain amount of skill, a certain amount of bluff, and a whole lot of luck.
You don't have to be physically strong. You don't have to be extremely intelligent. It's an everyday game for an everyday man.
It's a roller coaster. It is.
Poker is great when you win and horrible when you lose.
Poker is good, bad, and very ugly.
Poker is something you should do for fun and not for living.
It's a living. It's you know, they say it's a tough way to make an easy living.
You know, and that's what I love it.
It's like sex. Everybody thinks they're the best, but only a few know what they're doing.
Welcome back to the Atlantis Resort Bahamas and the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship. Last episode, the internet qualifiers took a stranglehold of the leaderboard, and our last old school professional, Captain Tom Franklin, hit the rail.
You know, I've been in this position, I mean, literally over 1 million times.
Today, the players hit the wall. The field of 27 will be narrowed to our final table of just 9. Today on the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship.
Welcome to the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship here at the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. When you see the full access logo right here, you are getting unprecedented behind-the-scenes footage, from the glitz at the head table to intimate moments with the players.
Why do you play poker?
Sorry, start over. This is a recording now, or?
Yeah, I'm recording.
All right, cool.
My shirt's stained. I put spilled coffee all over me. That's okay, though, right? You can't see it, right?
Do you stop it if I don't do what you...
I'll stop you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll try like this. This is tough.
What is your...
I got my tongue out there. Hang on. You can cut that bit out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Check.
I play poker because it's such a challenge to me to be able to... Damn, these questions are hard. I play poker because I enjoy the challenge the most, and it's... that's not true.
Because it's you know, poker's not, it's...
The
Play your style, and I don't know. That's...
Yeah, no, I don't know. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna say like... Right. I play poker because it's, Could I get something to drink?
Yeah, sure.
Welcome back to the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship. We are down to crunch time. There are 22 players left. This day will end when we get down to 9 players, the final table. You're looking there at Troy Otto's stack. He entered the day as the second chip leader, and you can see from the overhead view he's in seat 9. Still a very, very dominant stack, leading the pack or close to it for Troy Otto in seat 9. And Troy is the button, the small blind, Glenn Blankenship in seat 1 of 400, the big blind, David Toronto Matthew in seat 2, big blind of 800. There's a 100 chip ante, so there are 1,900 chips in the pot to start the hand. Folded around to Sebastian Riviere, 9-3 offsuit, he will fold, and to Troy Otto with pocket 4s on the button. considering what to do. A raise would not be out of line. You are on the button. Troy opts to just call. 8-3 suited for Glenn Blankenship in seat 1, and he will call, completing the bet.
Option.
David Matthew, the big blind, checks 3 players to the flop in an unraised pot. Flop 6 of hearts, 10 of clubs, and 4 of spades. Troy's dream has come true. He's going to set the trap. They both check to Troy, and he checks his set of 4s. A 9 on the river.
Check, check.
The bad news for Troy is that neither of his opponents have anything. Troy's going to put a bet this time.
10,000.
Bam! Toronto David Matthew comes right back over the top of the check raise bluff, makes it 10,000 to go. He's in big trouble. He has nothing, and he's bluffing into a set of 4s in Troy's hand. David does have a gut shot, but this is really a pure bluff.
One more.
It's 10,000 total, correct?
Yes, 10,000.
Troy will call. Troy decides not to re-raise. I guess giving David credit for the possibility of having 7-8 for a straight. He will call. David is in a world of hurt. The river card, 5 of spades, does not change anything. David is going to press the bluff. He puts out
Yeah, that's his bet.
11,500.
I call.
Troy calls, naturally, with a set of 4s, and David is going to lose a big one here. The rich get richer.
3 4s.
David Matthew and Troy Otto started the day as the 2 chip leaders in the room, number 1 and number 2. That's going to move, I'm sure, Troy up to the number 1 position, and it will move David Matthew down the list. Big pot. Troy's wife, Lindsay, on the rail, obviously thrilled. Her husband is winning the tournament. Lindsay's a 4th grade teacher. Troy reports that her favorite Canadian beer is Labatt Blue Light. Troy, of course, a frequent visitor to Canada as a young man through the Windsor Tunnel to the younger drinking age of Canada. Not untypical for the American college student. David Matthew never did have to show his cards there. Troy tabled his set of 3s, and David slipped his cards into the muck, so not affecting his image. Ace-Queen offsuit
25 raise.
for David Winters. Ace-Jack of spades for Francis Wasuski, and he will call. Sebastien Riviere facing an interesting situation. A raise, a flat caller. He has position, and he's got ace-king.
8,000 now.
He's going to re-raise. Sebastien makes it 8,000 to go. That's 5,500 back to David Winters into a pot of close to 15,000. He's almost 3-1 with ace-queen.
55 to 8,000 total.
Not surprisingly, he gives that some thought. That's a nice fold. That's a great fold. Francis is going to make the call with his ace-jack. He's a dog, and he's out of position.
Pleasure to have you here. Heads up.
To the flop. Ace-4-6. That's... Alarm! Francis is going to bet out. I like that bet. He's put out a bet of 8,000. I think that's a great bet. He's going to find out if his ace is good. He's going to test the water. What does Sebastien want to do? Sebastien could just call. That would look pretty suspicious. He's going to make a big raise. Sebastien makes it 18,000 to go. That's 10,000 back to Francis Wazinski.
18.
I heard 18.
He calls pretty quickly. He doesn't give that a lot of thought.
18. He raised 10 more. Total bet.
I like his first bet. He puts out 8,000.